Hey everybody, and welcome back to P.U.G. That is Pickup Games. Today we are going to be doing something slightly different. This honestly is probably going to be a little bit more for myself than the actual channel. You're also going to find that it's not going to be very well edited. In fact, I'm actually not going to be editing it at all. I'm just going to be posting exactly what happened. So you're going to hear things like my door opening, the other doors in the house opening. You'll hear Caitlin talking in the back. Stuff like that. I'm not going to edit any of that out, just because it's going to be talking. You can hear my dog rustling about in here most likely. You'll probably hear Tychus in a bit. This is about, it's going to be talking about Blizzard, because for those of you that follow along with the entertainment industry at all, with the gaming industry, you may know that Blizzard is going through kind of a rough patch right now. And those of you that do know me, or want to get to know me in any way, know that Blizzard has played a large part in my life. I met my wife on World of Warcraft. Our son's name is Tychus, which is a character from StarCraft. This video is going to be approximately 10 minutes long. I'm going to be doing it in little short spurts like that, because while I talk, I'm going to be working on something. And that is this, the Mega Bloks Zepplin. So, the significance of this is that my friend Ben, who was my roommate a few times over actually, got me this one year as a birthday present. We sat there, we drank beers, we put it together. It was a really cool thing that we did. Recently though, I had it set up on a shelf. The door got closed too hard, and because of that it fell over and shattered, and pieces just went everywhere and stuff like that, and I couldn't put it back together, especially not without the instructions. So what I'm going to be doing over the next few videos while I do this is I'm going to be putting this together and talk about Blizzard and whatnot. You probably heard Tychus just now in the hallway. Let's go ahead and get this started. Most of this video is probably going to be unpacking this thing, because if I remember correctly, there's a lot of unpacking to do. You can also be upset about how I opened this box, because I'm going to be tearing it right open. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be a massacre. And just letting you know, this is set for 8+. This took 2 drunken 30-year-olds to put together last time, so let's see what we got in store for us. Yeah. You see this box came pre-damaged a little bit on this side. These things are not being made anymore. Mega Bloks does not have the contract anymore. Blizzard definitely doesn't support stuff like this anymore. So hopefully it has all of its pieces, because it cost more than it should have. I mean, the first time, I think when Ben bought it, it was on sale at Toys R Us, and he got it for really cheap. Now, buying it again, well, I don't want to say how much we spent. I'm just going to go ahead and say that we spent enough. So, let's go ahead and we'll save a little mystery pack for once we're done with everything. Once we're done with everything, we'll open up the mystery pack and see what's inside of it. I remember all the Blizzard Mega Block stuff always came with these mystery packs that had these extra little pieces that were kind of cool. I got Frostmourne in one of them. That was pretty neat. I have a few of other ones. I have like I have the Lich King set up. I have the whatchamacallit, the Meat Wagon, and some other stuff. But let's get to unpacking. While I unpack, I said hopefully this crinkling isn't too much. We're going to talk a little bit about my past with Blizzard. So, like a lot of people my age, my past easily just started with the simple Warcraft 1. The game was introduced to us as this RTS that featured orcs versus humans, and honestly the game was simple, it was fun, it was difficult. I mean, it might not have been that difficult, it was age, really. I'm not going to look up when it came out, because I'm not going to pretend to remember how old I was whenever it came out. I'm not going to be one of those people. I remember that I was young, I remember playing it, and I remember enjoying it. But it was good. But there was always something more that could be. Then Warcraft 2 came out. Warcraft 2 was just amazing. The storyline was amped a great deal. You had all these like massive maps that you got to look up. The artwork in it was just fantastic. The characterization, the storyline, the voices. Like those voice lines still stick with me to this day. And of course, it introduced the BattleNet play. BattleNet allowed you to play with friends. The problem with that, though, is whenever it came out, it was only 56K modem. I should probably be looking at what's in each one of these instead of hopping right into it instead of just unpacking everything. So I'm gonna put these back. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You guys go back in there, and when we get to you, because you all have little labels on you, and it's probably gonna be for the best. So again, you're probably gonna get furious with me while I put this together. Because mainly I'm barely paying attention to it itself. I'm more talking than anything. However, I'm going to continue now. Talking, that is. I think first they want me to put together the people. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to put together the people. So, where was I? Oh yeah, Warcraft 2. BattleNet was only 56K modem. And that meant that your friend's computer had to call your computer. And that meant your phone would ring, and then your mom would pick up the phone, and all that nonsense would happen. You'd tell her, don't pick up the phone, I'm trying to play a game, and there was a lot of misunderstandings happening. It was horrible. But hey, eventually we got to play. And that's all that matters, really. I was always a human player. I enjoyed it a lot back then. And God, it barely fits. There we go. Get your little dagger, Worgen. Why don't you have 2 daggers? Oh, that's why it doesn't fit, because it's not supposed to fit. It's supposed to go in his back. See, I should be looking at instructions. There we go. He has it like that. Because you know in World of Warcraft, all your weapons sit on your back magically. No latches or anything. They just kind of float there. It's really, really cool. Now, back to what I was saying. So yeah, Warcraft 2 was really good. My friend Matt Webster, we played it a lot. But, you know, time passes. Eventually, Warcraft 3 came out, and that one was just even bigger and better, and those storylines are ones that I'm still experiencing to today. Mainly because Blizzard refuses to drop them, and they keep on revisiting them because they can't think of any new storylines. I mean, I'm still fighting Kel'Thuzad, apparently. That's a thing. I'm gonna put this in your back, little Tauren. I don't know why you got one, because the thing shows me to put it in your hand. So I'm gonna put your axe in your hand. The Zepplin is based off of Cataclysm, and Cataclysm is whenever they introduced the Tauren Paladins. That's why we have a Tauren in Judgment armor. I'll get into that a little bit later, my thoughts on Tauren Paladins. As you can hear Tychus right over there. He's not supposed to be in here right now. Tychus, what are you doing? So, there we go. He's out now. He closed the door. So Warcraft 3. Amazing storyline. I played the bejesus out of that game. Like, it just too much. Way too much. It's impossible to say how much I paid and played it, because not only that, the custom games I also played just way too much. And just like, you know, like the storylines, Arthas Menethil is just one of the greatest, like, video game villains, you know, tragic heroes of all time. The Calling of Stratholme is something that me and my friends still talk about all the time. It's just, it's an impossible storyline to overturn. But I'm trying to get to the World of Warcraft stuff because that's gonna be the big meat of all of this. And I'm already hitting my 10-minute mark that I wanted to hit. So I apologize if this first video was a little slow. And I said this is more for me than anything. I just want to talk about Blizzard and whatnot and put this together. And I figured this would be the funnest way for me because last time I put this together was with my friend Ben. And you know, I have a kid now. He has his own life. He's a librarian now. He has a band. They got signed. I'm really proud of him. All that stuff. Like it's impossible to think about how our lives have changed in these past few years. But yeah, this time I'm going to be doing it alone, but I'm going to be doing it all with you guys, so I'm not really alone. Anyway, I'm going to put a pause on it for right now. I know I didn't get anything done other than unbagging 2 parts of the Zepplin and the 3 figures. But let's talk about what we got. We got a Worgen, who's going to be assaulting the Zepplin. Goblin, who is extremely buff, apparently. And a Tauren Paladin, which I don't agree with. But again, we'll get into that later on. As for now, thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm going to put my link in the description below, as usual, if you want to help me open my own store. But again, this isn't my usual review stuff, so I understand that, you know, you didn't even like this video. I've got Guardian Chronicles coming up. I'm going to be recording that tomorrow. That's going to be an actual video, much more entertaining, much less somber. I know I've been a little low talking on this one as well. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you for right now. I'm going to find my remote to turn off this thingy eventually. Maybe. Aha! I found it.